Rafael Munoz. I'm 32 years old, originally from Houston, Texas, currently living in San Antonio. And I've been dating Kathy for 6 years, going on to 7 in August, and I can't wait to marry her. So when did I know that I was falling for Kathy? I want to say it was when we started talking on Snapchat. We had a lot of good conversations on there. We were talking basically every day. And she had told me that she was coming to town for the weekend to drop off her sister, and that she was going to take off right back to Austin that same day. I was already at a pool party, and I had asked her to at least stay a couple hours before she took off, and sure enough she did. We were at the pool hanging out with friends until we all decided to go get dinner. She ended up riding with me to dinner, and I swear we spent about an hour, 2 hours maybe, in the parking lot, just having a really good conversation. She was telling me about what she wanted in life, and I told her what I wanted, and a lot of the things that we both said were matching, and I knew that that I was vibing with her, and that this might be the one, and that I wanted a date. Fast forward a couple months, because it was that same summer that she was gonna celebrate her sister's birthday in Austin, and I had no plans because I had no plans, even though it was my birthday that same month. I last minute convinced my friends to book a hotel in Austin, and that we were gonna go celebrate my birthday. Even though I set up this whole thing so that I can see her. And that night I was chasing her. I was chasing her badly, and she kind of wasn't having it. There was this other guy there that she ran into that tried talking to her, and she wasn't having it either. It got to the point where she ended up just pulling my hand, and she said, "You're coming with me," and to get away from the guy. And I swear it was that night. I was so drunk, and my mindset was, I'm taking care of these two sisters, and I was the one that was drunk, and they weren't. And so I was drunk, thinking I was taking care of them, and it was just such a good time being with her. So when did I know that she was the one? I want to say a lot of things led up to that. I think it started this one night where we were out in Kona. We were having margaritas, and it was somewhat late. And then her friend hit her up to go grab drinks in the south side of San Antonio. And I had said no. I said no, I'm not going all the way down south, especially not this late. You never know what could happen. And she really wanted to go. She really wanted to go, and I said no, we're not going. And she threw a fit. We were arguing in Kona for a good while until we decided to leave. And at one point she had said, I don't know if this is gonna work out. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And for a second, I was like, you know what? I don't think this is gonna work out. But as I kept thinking, I was like, no, this girl's too good. I'm not about to break up with this girl over something really dumb. And so, as soon as we got home, I talked to her, and I was like, hey, look, this is how I feel. I know you're pissed, but you gotta let this go. And so she did, and I want to say, I think that's when I realized, I was like, okay, like, I'm not ready to throw everything away because of this one dumb argument. And yeah, I want to say from there, that was my any argument that we had. I was like, no, I'm not throwing away all the good stuff just for this one bad thing. And so I think that's when I, started noticing, okay, yeah, she is the one. So yeah, I like to say that that's where it started. So what do I love most about Kathy? I want to say is the way she sees the world. I give her shit because I'm like, Kathy, the world isn't sunshine and rainbows. There's some bad stuff going on, and she's very, I wouldn't say she's clueless, but she blocks that out. She's very good at blocking out the negative, and she sees a lot of the positive. And if you knew me, I am always the one that was thinking negative. Someone's out to get me. I don't trust nobody. Man, like, there's hardly people out there in the world that always have that mentality that they always see the good in people. And that's what I love, that she's always kind. No matter how people treat her, she's always going to be kind, and that's her. And I want to say I love that she doesn't take shit. She doesn't take shit from me. She doesn't take shit from nobody. She is not afraid to voice her opinion. And sometimes I do have to tell her, like, Kathy, like, that's not something you say, and she doesn't care, because that's her opinion, and that's what she thinks. And so I love that, nothing can change her. She's always going to be Kathy, and I love that. I love that about her. My favorite memory with Kathy, I got a shit ton, and for the most part they involve a vacation or attending somebody's wedding. But I want to say one of my greatest memories was our trip to Colorado. That place was just amazing, and it was just amazing and an incredible feeling just waking up next to her every morning, being able to go downstairs, get breakfast. Our place didn't have a TV, so we really got to enjoy nature, and just each other's company out there, and it was just so amazing. One of my other greater memories is obviously Washington, D.C. We both fell in love with that place so quickly, and just being able to do shit with her out there, eat some really good food, get some good views, just again not having a worry about anything out there. It was just amazing, and we spent a good amount of time out there, that to a point where I was just kind of sad when we had to leave, because it was such a great time out there. And she's always down to do things that I want to do, and she pushes through them, and it's amazing. But obviously my greatest memory right now with her is when we went to San Juan, and I got to surprise her with an engagement. I wasn't nervous until that morning of as I was driving to the beach where I was gonna propose. I know she was throwing a fit because she didn't want to be there. But I was like, I'm doing this. And so, yeah, I love the way it turned out. And I'm glad that I'm making her happy. So I look forward to taking more trips with her. She loves to explore, and I love being her bodyguard. I love, protecting her, even though, at times I don't have to. I love being there for her, and I love seeing her smile when, every new location that we visit. It's just amazing. Obviously, I can't wait to grow with her. I can't wait to build each other up, financially and emotionally, and all the other things. And obviously, I can't wait to have kids with this girl. I can't wait to have mini hers running around. It's gonna give me gray hair for sure, but I wouldn't trade that for anything. So yeah, definitely kids in the future for sure. So that's all the questions I had to answer. Kathy, I hope you're having a good time with the girls. Enjoy the time. I'll see you on Monday. You know how I get when you're gone for too long, but I'm glad you're having a good time with the girls. I expect a banger TikTok, but just know I love you, and I can't wait to marry you. Now to go do some shopping.